This is just a sample of the audiobook. To get the complete audiobook, access the link posted in the first comment.
Sounds like something with a bike. A lumbar puncture is a procedure where a fuck-off needle is injected into your spine to take synovial fluid from in between your vertebrae. Right. Alright, I said, I just need to know if I'm going to die or not. Do you know what I mean? It's the first thing I thought. The following day, in walks Dr. whatever the fuck his name was. Morning, Mr. Clark. This is Julia, whilst pointing to some bird who looked younger than I was. Alright, Joe, I went, worried slightly about the role that Julia would be taking in the upcoming events. The doctor informed me that Julia herself would be carrying out my lumbar puncture procedure. Alright, I said. How could she? No. The bird looked 12 fucking years old. Is he for real? But, I'm not one to argue with Dr. Whatever the fuck his name was. So I was instructed to sit on the bed with my legs flat out in front of me, and then I was then asked to lean forward as much as I could. Now that was painful. It was like Bikram yoga for like pain fetish like lovers. Just as I was getting uncomfortable on the table, over walked Julia with the needle longer than my Spice Girl CD collection. She put the needle in my back, right at the bottom. The pain was so awful, I thought the bastard needle paralysed me. Actually, scrap that. I sort of wish it did fucking paralyse me, because you know what? What she said next nearly did me in. No, there's none in there. No what, babe? Meningitis? Infection? DVD box set of Sex and the Fucking City? What's she going on about? Doctor, there's no synovial fluid in there. Try again, Julia, he said in his, monotone voice. She tried again, though. She tried again. I was in agony. And lo and behold, this time, nothing again. Right, now just wait for this. Repeat that same thing 7 fucking times. That child stabbed her way through my spine 7 times to get a drip's worth of this magical fluid. All done, she said, in her voice. And done is exactly what I fucking felt. Me back was black with bruises and I could hardly move. I did not sleep that night waiting for the results. I was shitting myself. And I'm sure the night porter kept staring at me through the curtain, but again, I can neither confirm nor deny that rumour. Day 3 of hospital traumatisation. Results day. In walked Dr. Whatever the fuck his name was, with little Julia shuffling in behind him. We're just going to take a quick blood test, she said with a sadistic smirk on her face. I swear she was like a devil child. Bitch. In went another needle, into my arm, and off they trotted without a single word. Day 4 now. We're on day 4 now. 4 days of this. And surely, now, I'm about to get an answer. In they walked, both of them, lording it up. Now, I'm not even going to name them both now. He said, well, the good news is that you don't have meningitis. Alright, fair enough, praise him. He then said, but looking at your blood test, you're running low on vitamin D. Do you get much sunlight? Much sunlight? It's late November and we're in Basildon, mate, not the fucking Bahamas. What do you think? Not really, I quietly replied. All I could see with her, Julia, nodding with her smug look. It turned out, because I was going to work at 7 in the morning, and it was dark, and I was leaving at 5 p.m. at night, and that was dark. During my lunch, I was in artificial light in the shopping centre. I weren't getting any natural light at all. Literally, for ever. So that was all down to that. I asked them, alright, that's fine, fair enough. What did the synovial fluid come up with then? Now what you're about to hear are this bloke's exact words, and I quote, oh, we didn't end up getting a lot from that in the end. It was extremely beneficial to us though, as Julia is one of our newest trainees, and after doing your procedure, she feels a lot more comfortable with her exams coming up over the next few weeks. I paused. Old Linda paused. After what seemed to me like 87 minutes, I said, her what? He looked at me, and slowly, his proud smirk slowly slipped away. I was fuming. This fucking child had literally stabbed me in the back 7 times to get a smiley face sticker on a coursework. I felt violated, I tell you that for now. I can't even remember what happened next. I'm not going to sit here and make it up to you. But I'd like to say I slapped Dr. whatever the fuck his name was, and that Julia failed every exam. But I do remember going home, sitting in the garden, underneath the sky. It was a bit overcast, just hoping, feeling a bit better.